everybody, it is Kelsee Briana J here with my March favorites, and I honestly was not going to do this video simply because I am 11 days into the month of April, and before you know it, April is going to be over and I'll be doing my April favorites. But I know that so many of you guys look forward to my favorites videos, so I'm like, I'm not gonna let down my Kel Belles. I'm gonna still post it even though we're a good ways into April. But I have a few things that I want to talk to you guys about. I have some products, I have some Kelsee on culture moments. So let's go ahead and jump into it, starting with the products. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this face wash, which I have been absolutely loving. I love the way that it makes my skin feel. I love the way that it smells, and I just overall feel like it's bomb. Now, I believe this is called Chorus. This is the Wild Rose Foaming Cream Cleanser. I've been exploring skincare more. I know, like, who is she? I've been really into clean skincare and really investigating ingredients, and I know that you guys are like, duh, like, how come you haven't been doing that? And honestly, it's just because I haven't. Like, I am not the skincare girl. I like my skin to look nice. I will use the exact same skincare method and routine until the day I die if it continues to work for me. Like, I am not a person who chases skincare. You know what I mean? Like, I like what I like and I stick with that for a long time. And honey, I believe that this cleanser is gonna be in for the long haul with me just because I love the way it foams up. I love the way it feels after I wash my face at night and during the day. It's very energizing and it's very soothing at the same time. Plus, I love this smell. I love the smell of roses, but I love this smell because it's like rose with a kick. If you guys have ever smelled wild rose, it is so, it's just dreamy. I love that smell, and this cleanser is just it. I have been using it all month. I use a pump, maybe half a pump, so like a pump and a half every time I wash my face, and I feel like I've been using it a lot, but I still haven't made a dent in it, so I'm happy about that. Whenever the VIB sale rolls around, I think I'm gonna get a backup of this. That's how much I like it. So while we're on the subject of washing and clean and bath time and all that stuff, I wanna share two body favorites, which I don't really share a lot of, like the things that I use in the shower or for bath time, but I definitely buy a lot of products for that as well. The first thing is from Bath & Body Works, and this has been a long time favorite of mine. This is from their aromatherapy line, which I love to buy whenever it goes on sale. I kind of stockpile it. I got the eucalyptus and spearmint scent this time. A lot of times I get the eucalyptus and lavender, but I love this as a body wash at night because it just really calms me down and I feel like I can breathe better. You guys may remember last month I was kind of like going through it for the entire month just because I got cold after cold. Like, I got a cold, got over the cold, got another cold, and then got a sore throat. Like, I was over it last month, which I really feel like that's why, you know, I'm about to make an excuse, but it's not an excuse, but I feel like that's why I'm so thrown off, and I've been doing so many videos, but I can't get them up just because I've basically been sick for a month. But I'm better now, but I just feel like this really helped with that healing process and just really taking care of myself, so I really like that. Now, when I soak in the tub, which is about maybe 1 to 2 times a week, I don't really take baths that often just because I feel like it takes too much time, and after I take a bath I still feel like I need to like wash. When I do soak, I like to soak with some Epsom salt, and I like the Dr. Teal's pure Epsom salt. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations for some Epsom salts that you all like, but this one again is in the scent eucalyptus and spearmint, and that's just a combination I like. I did not intentionally buy these two to have the same scent. I love anything green related, so my fragrance profile is very clean and fresh, so that fits me, so I like that. Next is an eyeshadow palette. This is the Natasha Denona Biba palette, and Natasha Denona, like, she killed it with this palette. I've been wearing it nonstop. I have it on today, and it is an all neutral eyeshadow palette. But the neutrals in here are like smoldering. They're sexy. They're not boring. They're not traditional. They're neutral, but they're not natural. You can do a lot of different looks with this palette. The formulation of the eyeshadows in here is so smooth, so buttery. They blend out very easily. I feel like I can do a wide range of looks even though they're all neutral. And I love this palette. I have literally been using this every single day, and I have not put it up since the day that I initially did my review, which I will have that linked in here. Another palette that I have been loving is the Colored Rain Safari palette. Now, this palette is not neutral, but it does have a few neutral shades in here. But this palette is like exhausting. exotic. Like, this palette just reminds me of a safari. They really embodied that theme and the name of the palette. I'm here for the formulation of these eyeshadows. Very smooth, very blendable, and very pigmented. So very beautiful colors. I love the look that I did with it. I definitely am going to be doing more looks with it in the future, but this palette just gives me all of the African feels, and I love it. Hello, concealer. This is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer, and this concealer is so gorgeous. Now, you guys may remember me mentioning that I'm going to do a Battle of the Concealer video, which I still am, and I am pretty much like 85% done editing that video. Whew, like I said, guys, I got sick. And at the end of that video, I am sick. Like, it's crazy. But I'm still putting that out. I am planning to have that out legitimately this week. I know a lot of people are waiting on it. And your wait is almost over. I promise you it is going to be worth your wait. This concealer is featured in that. I love this concealer, so that's just a little sneak peek into the video. But this concealer is like a lightweight concealer, so it's very liquidy, but at the same time it gives you coverage, and it's like the perfect everyday type concealer for me. I don't like to wear like super full coverage concealer on a day-to-day basis. I feel like that's doing a lot, especially where I live. It's like, girl, where are you going? So this one is perfect for that. Like, when I'm going grocery shopping, going to Chipotle, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I go for. Another palette, the Anasazi Beverly Hills Riviera palette. And this palette made its waves on the internet this past month, and for good reason. I like this palette. Now, in my initial review, I said that the palette doesn't match the packaging. I still stand by that statement. When you see the name Riviera, you're looking for neutrals, nautical colors, a little bit of blue, gold, maybe a red in there, you know, something along that line. But then when you open it, you're getting a party. Business in the front, party in the back. When you open this up, this is definitely giving me French Quarter. It's giving me Mardi Gras. It's giving me a festival. It's giving me everything but the Riviera, but that's okay because the formulation of this eyeshadow palette is really nice. The colors are very blendable. They're very opaque, and I feel like it's just a fun palette, and it is a great way to segue from spring to summer. I feel like this palette is going to be getting a lot of use, even more than it already has, but I do have another video using this palette coming up on my channel just to give you guys another idea of how to use it if you did get your hands on it. But I love this palette. I feel like it is so nice. Like, Anasazi kills the game with her palettes, and this one is no exception. We are getting down to the nitty gritty. These are the last two products that I want to talk about in my favorites this month, and the first one is an oldie but a goodie. This is the Dior Air Flash Foundation. I have the color 401. However, when I replace this one, I will be going back to my color 400 just because it matches me a little bit better. Going on, 400 is a little bit pink, but then it oxidizes down and it's my perfect color. 401 goes on my perfect color, but then it oxidizes down to be a little bit darker. So if you're one shade darker than me, 401 is going to be the one for you. If you are my shade, you need 400. I love this foundation though, especially in the springtime. I wear this foundation the most in the spring. It is the perfect in-between foundation. You know, I will wear it in between summer and fall too. You know, like that little gap where the weather is perfect. This is like easy, effortless, easy breezy, beautiful. The last product that I have is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. And this stuff is ultra fine. It gives you the most beautiful lip from within glow. Now, I will say be careful with it because going in too heavy-handed, it is going to give you an extreme amount of glow. I have combination skin. I go in with like maybe 2 pumps, 3 at the absolute most, and it is going to grace your face in the most delicate way possible. This mist is so beautiful. I actually did a get ready with me where I used this mist that is going to be going up very shortly on my channel, and I love it. Like, the glow that it gives is just indescribable. The mister on here is just perfect. It just mists out so gracefully. It's just like, hello, I am here to mist your face. But now moving on to a few PR products that I want to showcase. The first one is by Pixie Beauty. They sent me a ton of different skincare goodies. Thank you so much. I love that package. Like, whenever I get packages, like, it's always like Christmas. I'm like, thank you. Let me read through some of the products that they sent. The Glow Mud Mask, the Peel and Polish, the T-Zone Peel Off Mask, a sheet mask, and an eye detox facial treatment. So thank you again to Pixie Beauty. Plus that packaging was super cute. Like it had like a little arrow. It was like spin the bottle or spin the wheel, and you can pick which products you want to use at that time. So I definitely am going to be using those. I am long overdue for a spa night, so I am going to be busting out those babies very, very soon. Next, Sydney Grace so graciously sent me the new eyeshadow collection for spring summer 2019, and oh my gosh, thank you so much. If you guys have not checked out Sydney Grace, please do yourself a favor and do so. So the new shades start from here and go on down. So here are all the new shades here. I absolutely cannot wait to put them to use, just because Sydney Grace is going to bring the quality, they are going to bring the beautifulness, plus they are going to bring the banging price point, because their eyeshadows and all their products are so well priced. Like, you cannot beat that. For the quality of product that you get, they could easily be charging more. But these are super nice. Definitely be on the lookout for that video. And thank you again to Sydney Grace for sending me those products. I really appreciate you guys. So guys, I want to apologize because in this video I am not going to have the Kelsee's comment corner. I know. And I know so many of you guys love that segment in my favorites videos, as do I. I just have not had the time to really sift through comments and respond back like I typically do. I definitely am going to be dedicating my time doing that this weekend. So all of my favorite comments from March, I will include them in my April's favorite video, which is not going to be too far off because, like I said, it's the middle of April already. But I do have a little bit to talk about in Kelsee on Culture, which is where I talk about some things that happen in the culture and give you guys my 2 cents, as well as share some things that I am looking forward to. So the first thing that I want to mention is my friend's son, and he asked me to give him a shout out, and I promised that I would. So of course I'm going to oblige because I am a woman of my word. His channel is a gaming channel. I know that we're beauty heads over here and we're all grown, but if you guys have any kids that like streaming channels and gaming channels, he is very consistent and thorough in his content, and he told me how passionate he was about YouTube. So I'm like, of course I'm gonna give you a shout out, even though I don't think that any of my subscribers are gonna want to watch a gaming channel because that's like night and day. I'm like, maybe they have kids, or maybe they have, you know, sisters, siblings, or whatever that do. So the next thing that I want to talk about is not as fun. I actually want to say rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, which that has really been consuming my mind, and I know a lot of people have been talking about it on social media. I've been seeing nonstop videos, posts, dedications, you know, tributes to him, and I knew about him before he passed because my boyfriend is a big fan of his, but I really never delved into all of the things that he did. But since his passing, I've learned so much more about him, and I think that he was a remarkable person, and I think that it is very sad and senseless that he lost his life to gun violence, and I hate that that happened to him. And I just want to send all of my condolences out to his family and friends, anybody who is a fan of his who watches my channel. I am very sorry to hear about his passing. So on a lighter note, Beyonce is coming out with a documentary on Netflix, and if you guys don't know, I am a part of the Beehive, lifelong dedicated member of the Beehive. I love Beyonce. I'm so excited to see her coming out with a documentary, just because it's going to give us the behind the scenes scoop on her Coachella performance, which was iconic. I mean, she shut that down. Honestly, I don't even want to go to Coachella anymore unless it's going to be Beachella, because Beyonce just really left an impact on that stage. She came and she conquered. That performance was everything. And the last tidbit of Kelsee on Culture that I want to talk about is that Game of Thrones is coming back. No, but for real, I am so excited, and I just want you guys to know I'm Team Kelsee no matter what. I don't care. She's really gonna have to really show out for me to not be Team Kelsee, but I am Team Kelsee. She is coming for what is owed to her. She is the queen. She is the mother of dragons, breaker of chains. Like, quit playing with her, okay? I know a lot of people love Jon Snow. I don't even know where that accent came from. I love Jon Snow too, but I love Kelsee more. And once they realize what it is, and it's one or the other, I'm Team Kelsee. But that's everything in my favorites video. I want to give you guys a little bit of an update. I'm going to have a lot of videos coming out. Some of the videos are going to be in order and some of them are not. You guys might see me have braids in a video, non-braids, and then go back to the braids. And just know, all of this stuff is pre-recorded. The only video that is extremely new is the Fenty Beauty bronzer. All these other videos, I just film. all day. I am trying my best not to do a video dump just because I don't want to overwhelm anybody. And I know my true Kel Belles, y'all are going to be like, yes, give me all the videos, give me everything. And other people are going to be like, girl. So I haven't figured out how I'm going to schedule it because it's a lot. Every time I try to schedule it, it overwhelms me. And actually stick to it. That's really the thing. It's like scheduling and editing it and getting it up at the right time. So, and also I want to give you guys a heads up that I'm going to do a channel maintenance video, and we can talk about a schedule going forward, the type of videos that you guys want to see from me. You could drop me a little bit of that info down in the comments section if you do choose to. If not, I will check you guys in my very next video, which will be super, super soon. Smooches. Bye.